Rocket Lab has collapsed minus 10.40% to $83.41, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Wednesday, July 8th, and this is your complete global market briefing. Markets are sending mixed signals today as investors weigh competing narratives. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 slipped minus 0.45% to $7,503.85. Equity markets are responding to reports that after the latest RE stock rally, investors face a reality check, Morningstar. NASDAQ 100 dropped sharply minus 1.77% to $29,173. Investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500, NASDAQ futures rise as chip shares rebound, Kitco. Dow Jones is trading lower by minus 0.25%, at $52,925. Investor sentiment is being shaped by June jobs report shows just 57,000 payrolls, well below expectations, QZ.com. DAX is little changed, hovering near $25,818. This comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war, adding pressure to energy markets. FTSE 100 is little changed, hovering near $10,666. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Rocket Lab made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 10.40% to $83.41. Equity markets are responding to reports that Rocket Lab stock rallies 34.8% in 3 months. Hold tight or book profits. Trading view. Space systems manufacturing, solar panels, reaction wheels, radio frequency components is generating reliable cash flow that cushions launch market volatility. Any tactically responsive space contract win with the US DoD would directly boost near-term Electron revenue. The long-term re-rating catalyst is Neutron's maiden flight timeline. Samsung plunged minus 6.92% to $296,000 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung prepares to unveil chip earnings insights as RE demand drives record semiconductor profits, crypto briefing. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. Shell made a dramatic move today, surged plus 4.93% to $81.99. Equity markets are responding to reports that with Qatar's gas shut off, Western energy giants see a big payday, The New York Times. LNG trading margins and production volumes are the primary earnings drivers. Any positive LNG project update in Australia or the Middle East would support the stock. The energy transition narrative is becoming a differentiator. Shell's biofuels and hydrogen investments are growing. ASML plunged minus 4.26% to $1,747.28 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that SK Hynix places record $8 billion order for ASML UV lithography machines should pay for up to 30 UV machines over 2 years, serving HBM and advanced DRAM production, Tom's Hardware. High-NA EUV shipments are the growth engine. Demand from TSMC, Samsung, and Intel for the most advanced nodes is exceptional. The backlog visibility is multi-year. China export restriction risk is the key overhang. Any news on high-NA throughput improvements would be a catalyst. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. On the geopolitical front, this comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war, adding pressure to energy markets. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. Central bank policy is at the forefront of investor minds. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Investor sentiment is being shaped by June jobs report shows just 57,000 payrolls, well below expectations, QZ.com. Turning to commodities. Brent crude surged to $75.86 per barrel, up 5.38% on the session. This comes as OPEC is in a struggle for its survival. It could mean $40 oil, CNN, adding pressure to energy markets. WTI crude surged to $72.20 per barrel, up 5.32% on the session. This comes as OPEC is in a struggle for its survival. It could mean $40 oil, CNN, adding pressure to energy markets. Natural gas edged higher to $3.28, up 1.11% on the session. This comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war, adding pressure to energy markets. Gold dipped to $4,116.60 per troy ounce, down 0.93% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that a $1,000 gold rally. Why analysts are repricing safe havens, 24/7 Wall St. Let us give you our near-term view on Rocket Lab. With the selling pressure we have seen today, the key support level for Rocket Lab is around $78.41. A failure to hold there could accelerate the decline and attract further sellers. For a recovery, bulls need to see a fundamental shift in the drivers weighing on prices. This is our view, always do your own research. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, losing 0.23% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.34, gaining 0.04% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 162.09, gaining 0% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that European stocks rally to cap best week since May, markets wrap. Before we wrap up, here is your watch list for the sessions ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Every morning, before markets open, we break down exactly what is moving and why. If you want that edge every day, subscribe and hit the bell icon. If today's analysis was useful, a like is the best way to support the channel. We genuinely appreciate every single one. We read every comment. Drop your view below. That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe, and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.